Hello students, I'm Himani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all on our YouTube platform where we in today's video are going to discuss yet another important topic for a research aptitude that is there. So what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about reference management systems or softwares that are there. So there has been a recent trend that I have been seeing in the NET examination is that they have started asking questions which are more related to softwares now. Right. So this topic can be correlated with the field of ICT as well as the field of research as well. Right. So let's just first of all understand what is a reference management system or software. How does it help a person who is trying to write research paper, articles, etc. Right. So let me just see here. It is the overview that I have provided in the very first slide that it aids individuals and professionals in doing what? In citing and managing external sources efficiently. So whenever you are trying to do your research, you come across, you read several articles, you read several books, you read certain online articles, essays as well, just as a reference sake. Now, whenever you're writing research, you also need to make sure that whatever you are stating in your paper is backed up with some sort of evidence, right? The evidence that you're going to use would be any book, कोई भी book हो सकती है, कोई भी article हो सकता है. तो how you are going to give the due credit to the author of that particular essay, book, etc. is what is known as citation. Right? So it addresses both short-term citation needs and long-term project requirements, showcasing its adaptability across various fields. So there are multiple ways of referencing or citing articles that we know majorly. We have three by the name MLA, APA and Chicago style of referencing, right? इनमें से आपकी खुद की फील्ड के अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल हैव टू सर्च कि सोशल साइंसेस की फील्ड में हो अगर आप तो कौन सा वाला रेफरेंसिंग स्टाइल लगेगा. अगर आप लिटरेचर में हो, व्हाट लिटरेचर या लैंग्वेजेस में हो, व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ साइटेशन स्टाइल वुड डू, राइट. सो द वे यू आर, इफ यू आर टेकिंग अ कोट फ्रॉम अ पर्टिकुलर बुक, आप उसको कोट करोगे ना अपने वर्क में, you'll have to write it in the brackets as well that who was the author of those particular lines, and you'll have to put them in double commas, and you later on by the end of your entire research paper आप work cited या references का एक page create करोगे where you will tell that these are the sources that I have referred to while writing my research paper. To make sure that they are cited properly is where these resources come in handy, right? Emphasizes the software's versatility, utility beyond academic settings, and also benefiting business presentations and reports. So it is not just used in the field of academics, but it can also be used in the field of business presentations and other reports as well, right? So it helps for a person to cite efficiently. It helps you to understand the citation pattern of the field that you are writing in, right? And secure a source repository. So it just tries to make sure that whatever sources you are taking or citing in your paper, you have a repository to retain or have those sources in a particular format, right? Long term projects के लिए जैसे आपने अलग अलग पेपर से you have gathered the sources, आपने उन papers को refer करा है, आपने books को, essays को refer करा है. So यहाँ पे through the software, any software that I'm going to give you a list of, उस software को आप ले सकते हो. There might be a feature, there might not be a feature of the online repository. एक ही जगह पे online in the soft copy format, your sources would be put in a repository. Then versatility beyond academia, as I told you that they can be used in business and other ways in other settings as well, right? Cloud-based collaboration facilitates collaboration in large teams. So if अगर हम देखें कि कोई इंसान इंडिया में रह रहा है, researcher, and the other person who is doing the research on the same topic, they are collaborating together. Let's just say one person is living in America or Dubai for that matter, and one person is living in India. So it helps you. Cloud-based मतलब आपका जो data है, it will be saved online. So cloud based में हमारे examples क्या आ जाते हैं? Just going to give you an example. That's not a reference management software. Just giving you the example of cloud storage. तो जैसे गूगल ड्राइव है, गूगल ड्राइव, इवन इफ somebody, I give somebody my password, मेरी ईमेल एंड पासवर्ड अगर मैं किसी इंसान को हु सिटिंग इन अमेरिका गूगल ड्राइव का देती हूँ, तो दे कैन एक्सेस माय फोल्डर इन द गूगल ड्राइव एटसेट्रा, राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाट इज क्लाउड स्टोरेज. Large streams through cloud servers providing secure access to trusted resources and articles for a seamless teamwork. So there is no sort of obstacle कि हाँ जी वो इंसान इतने किलोमीटर्स दूर बैठा है इसलिए I am unable to fetch data, send data, collaborate with them. That would work regardlessly. So cloud computing would be there. Now, these sources, these softwares enables us to collect references. What are we referring to? Which book are we referring to? Which edition of the book? Who was the publisher of the book? Who was the writer? If there had been any editor and all, right? Store references and notes. Organize references in the way it should be and format references in a required referencing style. I told you already कि हमारा यहाँ majorly MLA होता है या APA होता है या Chicago होता है. So majorly which referencing style you are using, उसके basis पे it will store and it will organize, format your references as well. Insert in-text citation. Now what are in-text citation? I just gave you the example that when you are taking a quote from a particular book, you will have to put that in some sort of double inverted commas, right? That is there. This will also generate a reference list or bibliography, that is the end of your document where you will cite the entire list of sources for your own self, right? So what are the best referencing management software? इनमें से Mendeley, EndNote and one more, RefWorks, I think. This was asked in the NET examination of 2023. I think history का paper था, not really sure, right? So you need to make sure that you are noting down the names of all of the referencing softwares here that I have brought forth through my research, right? The most important ones according to me are Mendeley, Zotero, EndNote and RefWorks, right? These are the most important ones, but of course minor bhi पूछे जाते हैं, so please make sure that you are noting the entire list. You can pause the video here to note down the list of the reference management softwares here. Now if I talk about EndNote, EndNote is a standard reference management software across different universities, and the library of a university will provide training and assistance as in how to use. Mostly मैंने देखा है UPSC के बच्चे भी normal तरीके वो EverNote use करते हैं by the same name it has for creating some mind maps, etc. So do not confuse it by the name EverNote and EndNote. EndNote is to cite, EverNote is to make your notes and all, right? Then we have Mendeley. Mendeley is popular among researchers and has additional features such as the ability to collaborate with other researchers. So here आपके पास एक collaboration वाला source आ जाता है. The free edition has up to 2 GB of personal storage. उसके बाद आपको you'll have to pay for the software, right? Then we have Zotero. It's a free and open source. What is open source? This code आपके पास freely available है. It's a free software. You can use it entirely. So ये questions जो the famous ones which are there, they can ask questions like, is Zotero an open source software? They can ask it in the statement based format as well, right? To manage bibliographical data and related research materials. So all the softwares are going to do that majorly. Then we have PaperPile, but at a monthly cost. So you'll have to pay for the monthly charges here that we have by the name, the software PaperPile. Then we have Citavi, feature-rich reference management program for Microsoft Windows, often used in the field of humanities. Right? So these are certain things which I have brought forth in the format of pointers for you all to note down. Then we have Dossier, most unique and powerful, free. This is a free reference management tool, right? To make their references and PDFs, right? PDF management करता है, reference करता है, mind mapping करता है. What is mind mapping? Where you draw different graphs, etc. एक ही topic है, उसके साथ related आप चीजें लिख रहे हो. Like for example, if I am writing about different types of research, so I will just write down types of research and then different, I will create some sort of map out of that. and for note taking as well. Then we have Wizfolio, cloud-based reference management. It means that whatever your references etc. would be, they will be stored in the cloud storage, right? Designed specifically for academic researchers. So business purposes के लिए majorly नहीं है, for academia only it is there, right? Quickly and easily gather all your references in one place as well as organize them. So वो तो उनका काम ही है, they are going to organize their own spaces as well, right? So you again can pause whenever you want to write from here as well. Then we have RefWorks, web-based application. What do we mean by web-based application? It means that just as Scribr hai, Scribr is also a tool which is there for citation purposes. Giving you another name here that I just recalled. So उसमें क्या है? You can go online through your Google platform, through your Google browser, and what you can do is अपने search engine पे जाके आप लोग Scribr type करोगे या RefWorks type करोगे, you will be redirected to the website. तो website पे ही आप download कर सकते हो. You will not have to download the application अलग से, right? Cywheel is a reference management software that is very significant for, again, academic researchers. Managed references, powerful search engine that makes it easy to find the document that you need. Because here in some of the PDFs, the documents, etc., you will have to provide the DOI or the HTML link अगर आप e-book पढ़ रहे हो तो, ठीक है? And Scribr is also there. So these are some technical details. You can take a screenshot of the same. Just wanted to show you that इनमें से कौन-कौन से web based हैं, desktop version में भी available हैं, right? So you can take a screenshot of the technical details here, nothing to describe majorly. Now, as we were trying to talk about, you all now would have understood that citation is something which is very much task and a very important yet a crucial task to manage the references, and at times we can get confused as in अगर MLA के हिसाब से ऐसे लेकिन I use ये PA style. So whenever you are writing a research paper, try to seek help and do the smart work basically using these software. Try to gather the reviews as well, the authenticity of the software, so that whatever research essay, research article you are writing, you are citing it properly and it is not getting rejected by the journal whosoever you are sending it to, right? So it's a crucial tool for individuals as well as teams to cite sources, and it's user friendly and versatile applications which simplify the citation process and enhance the overall efficiency at the individual level as well as at the level of a particular team, right? So I hope the list and everything is clear to you all. Please make sure that you are making down the notes from these videos, right? I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you so much and have a good day.